You asked me the question, I'd like to buy 150 acres and I'm just starting out. What do you think I should do? Hello, friends. Here's 4 questions I want answered. In the meantime, number 1, do you own more livestock than rolling stock? You want to farm bad enough, show me what you got parked in the driveway. You know, if you own more cattle, if you own more farm equipment than you do vehicles, well, you're probably a good candidate to buy a land. Do you own more equipment than you own toys? Right? If your snowmobiles and side-by-sides are worth more than your tractors and balers, you know, that's a tough one. And one thing we got to take into consideration, if you've got less than 100 cows and you've got a $20,000 stock trailer, that stock trailer is not an asset. That's a toy. You know, if the pickup pulling that stock trailer is worth more than your herd of cows, that pickup's not an asset, that's a toy. If you've got a side-by-side, but no fence to fix and no cattle to rotate, that side-by-side is not a farm asset, that's a toy. If you have more tractors and balers than you have toys, you might be a guy that's a candidate to buy 150 acres. What real estate do you own now? Right? Do you own a little condo? Do you own a mobile home at the mobile home park? Do you own a little 5-acre chunk with a shop house? Then you're probably a candidate to take the next step. Okay, and here's the last question. What have you been investing 10, 15, 20% of your off-farm income in the last 3 years? Okay, so if you've been making $50,000 a year the last 3 years, tell me about the $15,000, the $22,500, the $30,000 that you've saved. You know, if you put $30,000 in the S&P the last 3 years, you'd have $40,000. To me, that makes you an ideal candidate to what? To buy 150 acres. So, how you answer these questions is going to predicate how I answer your question. So, this comment right here is bullshit. And I don't give a shit if FSA approves you or not. If you can't make the payments, this is what your life's going to look like. You're going to be driving a piece of shit because the bank ain't going to give you any money for cattle. Right? You're going to be working uptown because you need money to help make the payments. Right? If you haven't owned ground in the last 15 years, since 2008 or 9, you don't know what it's like to have to go work at a refinery or go work in North Dakota in the oil patch to make your payments. Because sometimes in the next 20 years, that's going to happen. And if you don't have a going farm concern, this is what your life's going to look like. You're going to get pictures from your kids. They're going to be playing Little League, and you're either going to be sleeping, or you're going to be in another state, or the bank's going to have a for sale sign out in front of this piece of ground that was just easily going to make a payment by itself. So truthfully answer those 4 questions. Don't answer them for me. Answer them for yourself. Get your farm shit straight first, then go out and buy some land. And you can live a blessed life. God bless you.